Hello, Assalamu alaikum everybody. I hope you all are doing great. Today I'm going to share a special phase of my life, and to know what it is, you need to watch the whole video. Okay, so I have no script prepared. I'm not going to say anything memorized. Today I will just share a phase of my life, what actually happened with me during that phase, which is the lockdown phase. So if I fumble today, please bear with me. So lockdown started last year during March end, or probably I don't really remember the exact date. First 15 to 16 days of the lockdown, I was only studying. I was only engaged with my studies. But after 15 to 16 days, I realized that the lockdown is not going to end that soon, and I really need to engage with something else because I'm always an active person. I like to do things. I like to stay active. I like to take part in various activities. So just studying and not doing anything else was a bit monotonous for me. So I thought, why not bring a change? So I was never that much good with drawing and stuffs. I would say I was average. So I started drawing, painting. I would say I polished myself in drawing, painting, sketching, calligraphy. I did a lot of that. So I will try to maybe picture an image in the screen. Maybe I would try to do that. I did a lot of crafting. As the Ramadan month was going, the Eid was going to start after the Ramadan month, obviously. So I always try to make handmade things for my family and friends. So I tried doing a little crafting, but as I was at home and I was totally bored, I thought, why not do a little bit something which I don't really do, like nothing normal. So I tried to make something exclusive that time, watching Google, watching YouTube, and something of my own creativity. I did a lot of those things. But these were the things I already did. These were the things which I was already good at, but I maybe polished myself, maybe I learned some new things about these small things. But the new addition to my list was when I started writing. One day, I was really pissed off at something and I went in my room. So I started typing something in my notepad and it turned out to be good. So I went to my mother and I showed her that, look, I wrote this and how it is and something. And she said, like she gave me a really good feedback. She appreciated it, and then I narrated it to my sisters, my friends. Everybody kind of liked it. So that was the first piece of my writing, so which is called Misunderstanding. I'm putting it on the screen. If you cannot read it properly here, you need to go to my page, Scratchpad Stories, underscore Scratchpad Stories. You can go, and a little bit hard work you need to do. You need to scroll down to the end. The first post is this, Misunderstanding. So this is the first thing I wrote, the first piece I wrote. And when I got a good feedback from people, I got a bit motivated. So within 2 to 3 days, I wrote for 2 to 3 days. I kept writing. Within 2 to 3 days, I wrote for about 5 to 6 pieces, new pieces, and I was really liking the way I was writing. I was really enjoying my growth. So after a time, I decided, like within this 2 to 3 days, I decided to write a book. This is how weird I am. I decided to write a book within just 2 to 3 days of writing. So what I did was, I went to my mother. I told her, I cracked it like a joke. So it wasn't like I was telling her seriously, I'm going to do this. No, I really cracked it like a joke. I was really casual. I thought like it may be funny. When I will tell people, it will be funny and we will all laugh, and somehow it will just blow away. And the thought will go away. But I went to my mother and I told her, listen, I'm thinking of writing a book. I was telling it very casually and, laughing kind of. She was really serious. She was sitting and she was like, well, yeah, that's a good decision. Yeah, you can do it. But, and I looked at her, but like, it felt like maybe she knew that I was going to do something like that, because her reaction was like something I didn't expect it to be. So I told her, are you sure? And she was like, yeah. I was okay, maybe I will write one. So I was just walking out, and there's one thing that she told me, and I still remember that. I took it as a learning point in my life. She told me that don't just jump into conclusions right now. Keep writing. You see how far you can go. You write, you're doing well. You will do well. We know that. So keep going with the phase. Even if it doesn't happen, don't feel bad. Try again, maybe someday later. I like that was something for a beginner like me. That was a perfect amount of perfect dose of teaching for me. So I told my sisters then, and everybody like was appreciating. I told my friends, and somehow everybody was suggesting me the same thing, that why don't you open a page? If you open a page, then people will get to know you more. So after you start your writing, after you are completed with your book, then maybe they will know you and they will want to buy your book. So like then it wouldn't be so hard for you. I at first I denied. I said that no, I don't want to be on the social media platforms, because I never really enjoyed the social media attention. Uh, I said no at the first time, but then after a week I thought, why not? Or maybe I should post my writings, as in the social, as in the uh, writing account. My face won't be shown, I won't be exposed, just my name would be there and my writings would be there. I would love people to read it, and I would love to hear their feedbacks. So maybe I can change if something wrong is happening with my writings. So I thought, why not? Then I opened a page. Within 2 to 3 months, I finished my book. I finished writing my book. And during the time I was writing my book, as I opened a page, I told you, I was getting a lot of anthologies offer. Now, what is an anthology? I will make another video of that. Soon that video is coming. So as I told that I finished my book, and now it was time to publish it. And as during that time, I was a part of some anthologies. I actually during that period, I like within 1 month, I was a part of one anthology, and I did quite a few open mics. And then I was going thinking that as I finished my book, now I should publish it. So I just searched Google randomly. I searched that how to publish a book, and various ways were coming. So various sites came, and then I chose one and I sent my draft. I was thinking that okay, I won't get selected. Like at the back of my mind, I was sure that I won't get selected, and so I didn't really think about it that much. I didn't even tell anybody that I submitted my draft. I just sent it randomly, and I wasn't even waiting for it. They replied me that like they mailed me back saying that within 1 week we will let you know that if you're selected. If we don't respond, then think that this is not happening after 1 week. So I thought, okay, fine, I know I won't get selected. I carried on with my open mics, my anthologies. I was enjoying that phase. I was learning a lot. I was getting a lot of good feedbacks with my pieces I was sharing on my page, and everybody was supporting. Everybody was sharing. Everybody was knowing my name. They were wanting to work with me. I really enjoyed that phase. And within 2 to 3 days after I sent the mail, I received after 2 to 3 days, I received a mail that you are selected, and I was sure this was a spam, because how can I get selected? And why did they reply? Why did they reply so early? Because my book wasn't so lengthy, so it took them a little bit less time to reply me back. And I was searching Google that is this company a scam or whatever. I did all of that, and then I saw, no, this is an actual site. They are there, and they actually selected me through a process. Then I told my sister, I told my family, I told my friends, and everybody was really happy. And living in Bangladesh, making a payment is a bit tough. And I told my sister that, okay, so what should I do? Should I sign the contract? Would it be okay? She actually nobody said a word. Everybody just agreed with me that yes, you should do with the book. Nobody said no. They said go for it. And my sister, who lives in UK, she actually did made all the payments, and I owe this book to her actually, and my family and my friends, because they supported me throughout. So my book went into publishing for 6 months, and during the 6 months, I kept writing various things. So I learned a lot of things, and now when I look back to my book, when I open this book, I will make a video of my book. I know it's really late. I shared the picture for about 2 months ago, but it's really late. But it's a lengthy process for a book to get published. I will make a video of my book, the unboxing of my book, the unboxing of my anthologies. I will do all of that. But as I was saying that this book, it's really special for me. And when I look back now and when I open my book, I actually see that I used to write in a different way, because that was the first thing I wrote. That was the first thing I wrote, and I gave it into publishing. And then I wrote the various anthologies. I took part in open mics. I started writing on my page, and then the other thing happened. But the first was my book. So I am a lockdown writer. I evaluated with time. I explored myself. I'm always a person who has a plan. I like to work according to a plan. I'm a very punctual kind of a person. I'm always active. But being a writer was not even close to any of my plans. And when this thing actually happened, now I look back and I think that I'm so grateful that something like this actually happened to me. I'm so grateful that when I Google now, I can see my name, Mehkan Mehedi, there. And it gives me immense pleasure. It makes me feel grateful. So this is how pretty well I spent my lockdown. I explored myself. I learned new things. I polished my various works. Now I'm just fumbling because I'm really excited and overwhelmed. So if you like the story, if you like my journey, if you liked how I spent my lockdown, then please subscribe to my channel, like and share this video, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you all.